Greetings from the heart of Times Square, New York City. Hey everybody, it's Ryan Wolowski.
And Randy Wicker.
We're here to tell you about what's happening in Times Square as far as the LGBT revolution hitting Broadway.
And how trans people are now being marketed to the country at large, and how we're a commodity, but not really human somehow.
Just this week, a major billboard went up for the third season of RuPaul's Drag Race. And Randy, it was really great. I walked over to the billboard, and what was next to it?
There it is, look. On top of the world, RuPaul ruling over all Times Square. And right under it, tell them.
La Cage aux Folles, the original film from 1978. Some of you may know the adaptation, The Birdcage, which is also running right now here on Broadway.
Right?
And as if that wasn't enough, I'm like, wow, look, La Cage, RuPaul, supermodel of the world. Right behind us from the Australian film, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, which came out in 1994, right here on Broadway.
And just think, these shows you can see for $80 or $100 a ticket, but it's interesting. Somehow these are like gay men wearing wigs. They're not really.
Well, we never actually see. They're gay themed, they're gay thematic, but if you look at these billboards, it would be horrifying to see two gay men without one of them playing the female role to the American pop culture to sell theater tickets. And that's not a surprise because we still don't have our rights as far as being able to marry, housing rights here in New York. People are still being beaten up in the street.
And transgender people aren't even covered by the rights laws that we do have. I mean, I could get attacked for wearing a little knit glove.
But Randy, you could pay almost $100 and have them entertain you on Broadway.
Oh, I could. I'd be safe. There'd be a guy would show me the seat with a tuxedo. It might be good looking too.
Now, before you became a trans fashion activist, Randy, you were a prominent LGBT activist right here in New York. Did you ever in a million years think during your activism that you would see marquee billboards right here in Times Square, the heart of New York, celebrating trans and drag culture?
In my day, when I was young, we saw pictures of drag queens like RuPaul, and they're being thrown in the back of paddy wagons after some raid on some tacky bar saying, you know, cross-dressers arrested or scandalous bar closed. And now it's totally changed. Now we're just another commodity on the shelf of your viewing options.
And I'm certainly glad we're here to celebrate it. I love RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, and RuPaul is in Madame Tussauds. RuPaul reigns over a whole room, and poor little Woody Allen's a little nothing sitting there at a table right at her feet.
Thoughts on Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
Oh, it was wonderful. I mean, I loved it when they went over the desert. Tell me what you think was interesting about it.
The costumes. I cannot wait to get my magnifying glass out on Broadway and see the costumes from Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. The story was beautiful, but visuals, they nailed it.
But wait a minute, weren't they in the convertible?
They were in a bus driving through the sandy.
Oh, there was another one with the convertible.
Okay, last question. La Cage aux Folles or the Birdcage? Which film version did you like better?
I like the first, the original, because that black queen who played the maid, honey, she stole the show. The others just thought they were stars. She was a star. And the
Speaking of stealing the show, can we get a shot of Randolfe Wicker's fashion activism right here in Times Square from head to toe?
Don't break the camera with my beauty. I'm here, I'm sparkling, I'm still alive. I'm 73 years and 1 day old. I'm still just a baby. Bye-bye.